The Buffalo EVX was released in GT Line, and I must say this car is phenomenal. As you can see, definitely one of the nicer looking muscle cars in the game, and this is just from the front end. So this vehicle was the vehicle featured in the screenshots from the newswire. So let's take a look. Just like the real life model, you could see that pass through from the bumper to the hood, and the back end is pretty accurate as well. So Rockstar did a good job, in my opinion, on the exterior, even including the symbol for the buffalo on the actual fender of the vehicle, just like how a Hellcat would have one, just like how the Demon would have one. So above and beyond there, the Hellfire and the SDX does not have anything like that. So this is a first. We have the interior from the Hellfire and the SDX, but the SDX is a little bit different because it's a 4-door, but this is definitely interior from the Hellfire. This vehicle is an Imani Tech vehicle, and it's a HSW vehicle as well. The vehicle makes a startup sound, which replicates an engine sound, which is a first also. So let's just take a look at the Imani Tech options, then I'll get over to the Los Santos car meet. So right into the HSW, the Imani Tech options. This makes a lot jammer, and the armor plating was about 150,000. I didn't start recording until after I put it on, but it's pretty much the same for all cars, and I'm pretty much seeing a replication of the Audi Obey e-tron GT. My fault, guys. So the Obey e-tron GT is very similar to this thing in size, which I did kind of predict. And driving over here, I kind of get the same amount, $1.4 million on top of the MSRP just to bring this thing to HSW. So let's take a look at what options are there. Fenders, we do want fenders. You could do bolted, but I'd like the cleaner look. This vehicle will be fully upgraded, of course. Not looking promising for the bumpers yet, but
fresher than the bakery, baby.
Okay. Not looking good. Honestly, not looking good. I'm scrolling through this like it's a option. Fully upgraded, please. Now clean hood. Not bad. But why would I have an air intake for the Buffalo hood? There's nothing there to push the air to. So you guys really shouldn't add these to your car unless you want to make it, slower, I guess.
Just put new tires on my personal. Shit is mad clean.
I already showed you the livery, but I'm just gonna go over it again because there is HSW liveries. And yep, the typical HSW livery there. They need to add more HSW liveries. Come on, guys. Now, as I said, this vehicle is a concept vehicle, so the mirrors are just so funny looking. Good thing we can actually change the mirrors. So let's see what we'd actually like. Go with first person here. Carbon's not that bad.
I'm tired of winning out
Not that
there.
bad. Race mode.
They don't call
Which is
this
pretty
house
similar
house for
to
nothing.
that actually came from the coil vehicles. The coil cycling 2, you could actually choose what mode the vehicle's in. The secondary color doesn't change anything other than the seat stitching. I guess you guys could specify if you want secondary colored parts. Now, should I change my interior? I don't think I'm gonna change it. Let's see. Let's see. Interior colors.
You catch the new rides over at my spot?
I think I'm gonna end up leaving that. It's not worth wasting the time, guys. Seats. No, not feeling the seats. We should have more seats, by the way, more variety. Roof. I'm not gonna do a roof scoop. Does not make sense to have a hood scoop. So roof scoop is no. Skirts, the most generic part of the car. Let's see here. None of them. Pretty much the same skirts all around for every vehicle.
Make sure you check out my latest rides.
Spoilers. Here we are. Some of these are coming from the previous Buffalo and Bravado models. So this is actually new. This is maybe a Plymouth Roadrunner, I think so. So paying a little homage there. HSW small wing, not too bad. And yeah, guys, after that we kind of finished up. The vehicle doesn't have that much exclusive modifications after that. As you can see, stock rims, bulletproof tires, no tint. Pretty much it. So I drove the vehicle around the docks, but after I customized it, and I must say I made a few observations. This vehicle is definitely nothing like the Buffalo STX and the Buffalo Hellfire. They only share the same name or the same company, so definitely don't look to have a muscle car in this vehicle. Now, I tried to drift the vehicle around the corners. It kind of fights against you when you're trying to do that. This is highly due to the fact that it's four-wheel drive, and you can see when it's four-wheel drive because when you actually try to wheelie this thing, the front wheels spin on their own. On most cars, when you do wheelie, the front wheels move very little. Rockstar has done a good job implementing the all-wheel drive, four-wheel drive, and rear-wheel drive modes into the game. It's almost a good test to see if the vehicle goes on one set of wheels, do the front wheels to move, it's most likely four-wheel drive. So driving this vehicle, I have good traction with technique, of course. You have to have the technique. With a good technique, you have good traction going in and out of the corners. So this car is definitely a sports car in the muscle car class. Now this is actually a good thing. For some races, like maybe down the drain, you could actually get closer to the edge. You actually won't have to be worried or get closer to the banking. Probably get a little more reckless. And you would have less to worry about compared to someone driving a Hellfire, a 5 Click, a STX, and some other muscle cars. As you can see here, I'm going to do the wheelies to demonstrate. So it is electric, so you don't have to build up the RPM, so you could almost do it like you have hydraulics. So as you can see, look at the front wheel still spinning. Rockstar did an amazing job doing that. It's almost interesting how they could do that. So no matter what, when I had the vehicle up for a bit of hang time, the front wheels always still spun. So therefore, donuts were a no-no, drifts were very difficult. I wonder if I could put some, well I will put some low grip tires on this thing, see how it behaves. But Rockstar did a good job. You must commend them for what they can do when they're not, they're just trying to make the best of the situation. So, would I buy this thing? Of course. Why not? I just said it's a sports car in the muscle car class. I'm definitely interested in sitting down, seeing how this behaves against its peers, seeing how a STX and a Hellfire would fare against us in a race. So, and I do want to see how they do against each other in a straight line. That's always the thing. It's still almost a car. So, yes. And I do love the fact that Rockstar made this thing start up like a real car, like a real internal combustion engine when you turn it on. But it goes back to the regular electric vehicle sound when you start driving. That's a good step in the right direction. So that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching.